Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of season 6 here in the career mode RTG. We're attacking the Premier League for a second season. Last year went far better than we initially expected and far better than we thought even a part way through the season. After about 10 games or so, we were genuinely concerned that we might be embroiled in a relegation dogfight. As things happened, we had a very strong second half to the year and were able to finish in 8th. We won £140 odd million in prize money, but that isn't reflected in my transfer budget this season. I actually have less money this year than I did last season when we got promoted from the Championship. So I'm not sure how strong we're going to be able to compete this year with regards perhaps moving further forward past where we were last year. But there is the chance, if we make the right signings, that we could squeak a Europa League spot. With the pre-season tournament, that too is actually worth less than it was last season. I can earn a maximum of £4.4 million if I win at the pre-season tournament. So I'm not sure. It seems to be kind of a weird mid-season second year in the Premier League. Hopefully we can push through it and have a strong year, maybe get some European football for next season. The starting lineup has a new player in it, and we can see that from the email here. Pre-contract agreement that we made for Ademola Lookman has been completed. It wasn't actually a pre-contract agreement. We signed him in March of last season, and we're able to get him now at the first opportunity, the next available window. Edwards and Balkman have gone out on loan, so they will be leaving us and going to Spal and Fiorentina respectively. So the starting lineup looks very similar at present to how it did at the end of last season, only now with Ademola Lookman on the left hand side rather than Uno, who underperformed for sure, underperformed last year. His stats look very impressive though. 95 acceleration, 89 agility, 84 balance and 87 sprint speed. His ball control and dribbling are great. His crossing is great. His finishing is superb. Short passing leaves a little bit to be desired, but that will come with time. We signed him at 82 and he's grown to 83 since we made the signing. So I'm very, very pleased with the introduction of Ademola Lookman to my starting lineup. As we mentioned in yesterday's season roundup, we're going to look to concentrate on defence for this window. Matt Penny is now on the transfer list. I'm looking for a brand new starting left back for the team. Hit me up in the comments section. We're looking for maybe either a rotation or a first team right back to come in for Jaden Bogle. Hit me up in the comments section. And Gertruida is also going to be potentially dropped to the bench and a new centre-back brought in. It all depends on finances. Now, what is the budget, you ask? We have £38.8 million, which is about 12 million, in fact, slightly more than that, less than we had last year. £135,000 available in the wage budget. And as things stand, I am only looking to sell Matt Penny. We do have a relatively small squad for the level that we're playing at right now, and Penny's only valued at about £5 million. He's got £56,000 a week in the wages though, so that will come in handy when we send him to another club, and that will go into our budget. Ademola is currently on the loan list because you guys would prefer, judging by the feedback in the comments, that Uno stays. Uno stays and is my backup winger rather than leaving and us using the money to strengthen elsewhere. So the starting lineup looks very similar to last season, although we are looking to make a couple of changes in defence. The bench is strong enough, and hopefully these players will grow again continually throughout this year. My reserves aren't that good at all. Outside of my first team on the bench, I don't have much strength in depth. So, and especially if Ademola goes out on loan as well, we're looking to loan Gray too. So, and Rizzo. So I'd be left with 2 defenders, a centre mid and a striker. So I am certainly looking to buy a left back. 100% want a first team left back. 100% would like an extra centre back, and then maybe we'll sign a new right back. We'll have to wait and see. We'll know by the end of the episode how much money we've got to spend, and you guys can leave me your comments throughout the episode today. With regards to youth development objectives for this season, they'd like me to grow one youth player by 5 points and play them in 5 matches. We should be able to do that. And I'd like to think that... I'm not sure if I have to... I don't think I have to sign a player. I just need to grow them. So we could use someone that's already in our youth squad. Like Bailey, the centre-back. And with regards to signing at least 2 players younger than 20 years of age, I'm not looking to sign any youth players this season. We're going to have a season off of signing youth players and concentrate on the players that we've got. They want me to sign a crucial first-team player assigned to a forward position for brand exposure. That's not something at this stage I was thinking of doing. But we could maybe do that in January, depending on how the season goes. Long term, they want me to increase the season ticket holders by 10%. That shouldn't be a problem. No financial objectives. Domestic success last year was avoid relegation. We did that. We had a long-term one of a finish mid-table. We achieved that as well in Season 1 of the 2. This year, they still only want a mid-table finish. So I'm pretty sure we'll finish top half again. I'd love to finish 6th or 7th and stand a chance of Europa League football next year. Or 5th or 6th and stand a chance of Europa League football next year. In the FA Cup, they want us to reach the round of 16. And no, obviously, continental success objectives because we're not in Europe. So the situation is, I'm thinking of solidifying in the league and concentrating on the cups, specifically the Carabao Cup, because we don't join the FA Cup action until January. Actually putting quite a bit of emphasis on the Carabao Cup until January, seeing what the situation is like in the league at that point, and then making a decision as to whether in the second half of the season we concentrate on the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup and go for maybe European qualification via a cup win, or we concentrate on the league and try and do it via a league finish. It all depends how the first half of the season goes. Now, Sabi's away on international duty at the minute, but he's the only player missing from the squad as we head into the pre-season tournament. So I'm quite confident that we can do really well in this pre-season tournament. We've got Cairn, Angers and Rangers in our group, all of which are most certainly beatable. So we'll wait and see. We paid £26.9 million for Lookman last season. They have increased my transfer budget with £3 million this year. That's all. Just a transfer budget boost of £3 million. We've had a loan offer from AZ Alkmaar in the Netherlands, which we shall accept for Rizzo, and hopefully we'll see him leave and gain some first team experience over in Holland. But I'd like to win this pre-season tournament. Rob Gray wants to play. Sorry, pal. Not a chance of that happening. I would like to win this pre-season tournament. On the other side of the group, we have Oviedo, Derby, Gangon and Konyaspor. Again, all very much beatable sides. I was quite surprised to see all 3 pre-season tournament options for me this year were very, very weak. They're similar to what we got in the season we were in the Championship. And after finishing top half of the Premier League last year, I thought we might get some significant budget options with regards to pre-season tournaments, the likes of 8-9 million perhaps. We got about 6.6 last year. Unfortunately, it's not been the case. But we get what we're given, and hopefully we can maximise the potential that we could get with this pre-season tournament. Like I say, it's about 4.4 million. Lookman scores on his unofficial debut, and Penny bags a goal as well, which hopefully will put him in the shop window for the upcoming window. Upcoming window. We've had an offer for Perella there, which I shall reject. He's my scout future star. I have, as per the comment section as well, made him captain. Our scout future star from season 1 is captain. What I'll do here, I cannot use because I've run out of them. Scout future stars. No more scout future stars, apparently, in this save. Okay, fine. Rizzo has gone to AZ Alkmaar. Right, well, we really aren't doing any youth signings this season. I was planning on maybe just using my scout future star. A loan offer for Rob Gray. I accidentally put him on the transfer list in the last episode, which you guys called me out for, or corrected me with, and I altered it. Unfortunately as well, I accidentally missed a goal in editing. For some reason, just an editing mistake, cut a goal rather than leaving it in of me scoring a goal against Tottenham. So apologies for that. Mistakes happen sometimes in edits. Middleton's given them the lead, but we've equalised with Suarez Garcia. A win in this second game would probably see us win the group. And Tom Davies has bagged a goal, but unfortunately Suarez Garcia has picked up an injury. Hopefully it's not long term. If it is, then it will give Javier Morales the chance to impress in the first team over a prolonged period of time. I hope it isn't long term for Javier, for Suarez Garcia. We'll find out. It is a sprained ankle for 4 weeks. That's manageable. Had an interest from Norwich for Bruce Wood, which we shall reject. Obviously sharing my surname, and he has. Uno's starting to announce his frustration at not being in the starting lineup. I might have to alter his contract to give him something that isn't crucial, because obviously if he's got crucial in his contract, then he will want to be starting every week, and Ademola Lookman is much better, so he will be starting every week. Rob Gray's rejected the offer. Interest shown in Diogo Jota, but we're not looking to sign anyone out wide as things stand right now. What I can do actually is remove all of last year's wingers from my shortlist, which is what I meant to do last season and forgot. Diogo Jota is very, very good though, but he's out of my price range and looks like he might be going to Chelsea, so that's going to be quite the move for him if he does. We shall simulate this one. Javier Morelos will start, and it's Monye that continues up top rather than Gerzic the Swede. Ken actually won both of their games, so this could be the battle for top spot. Monye scores. I'm intrigued to see how good he is, Monye. I've not played with him yet. If I have, it's only been like 1 or 2 substitute appearances, and his stats do look like he could be quite competitive in smaller games already this early on in his career, even with 2 strikers ahead of him in the pecking order here at Cambridge. But we're battering Cairn, and we are going to finish top of the pre-season group. That money will come in handy indeed. How much did we get for that? 748,000. Not necessarily what we were hoping for. We haven't yet got any bids for Matt Penny either. Like I say, transfer offer for Uno from West Ham. I mentioned that I didn't want to sell him. It's not that big a bid either. No. The only way I would sell Uno is if a bid is 30 to 35 million plus. That's the only way I think I would sell Uno. Monye wants to start. I'll show you his stats, actually, mentioning how good he looks like he's going to become, and already is. I'll show you his stats. He's not on my bench currently because Gerzic is there, but Monye. 80 acceleration, 17 on agility, 76 balance, 80 sprint speed. They're not bad, and he's only... he's 20 years old now. He must have been here for like 3 seasons. I thought he was younger than that. Technically, 89 ball control, 87 dribbling, 99 long shots. Short passing's great, shot power's decent, and his finishing is kind of the only stat left now. And then he's going to be a really good striker. We're spoilt for choice for strikers because our Ibrahimovic regen, Gerzic, who's starting this game ahead of Monye, is also a very, very capable striker. And obviously Emmanuel Savi's been our top goal scorer 3 straight seasons running. So we are always missed a penalty here, Gerzic. Whoops. So we are spoilt for choice for strikers. We certainly don't need a brand new striker for this season. I would consider maybe... No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't consider. I want to concentrate on the defence. Let's concentrate on the defence this year. And then we hopefully can fire ourselves to glory with the front players that we've got. If not, we can readdress it in January and take it from there. But I'm very pleased with how things are going so far. Gray again has rejected a loan move. Benedict Monye is disappointed not to start. And we've added an extra 1.3 million to the transfer budget. Right, we'll continue to train. I have altered Bailey's training module as per suggestion in the comment section as well. Bruce Wood actually has potential to get into the 90s at left back. So he genuinely could be a tremendous player for us in a few seasons' time, but not on a timescale short enough to take over from Matt Penny or to be backup to Mancini. I think I still like Mancini to be my backup left back. I just would like a much better starting left back. So Perella gets booked here. If we can win this, we've already beaten Cairn once comfortably. If we can win this pre-season tournament, get another £2 million. Dembele's given them a 1-0 lead from the spot in the 45th minute. Can we equalise, please? 20 minutes to go. Can we equalise, please? Yes, we can. Ademola Lookman is having a very good pre-season tournament. And we win on PEMs. So we do win the pre-season tournament. That's fantastic. That will maximise our potential profit from that tournament. An extra £1.6 million. Victor Perella is suspended now for a game, but I presume that's just pre-season games or friendlies. He's not going to be suspended for the game in the league. But Ademola Lookman Actually, was it just the 2? Was it 3 or more goals he scored in pre-season there? Let's see. Sort by goals. He got 3. 3 goals in 5 games for Ademola Lookman from left midfield. That seems like it could be a very good signing for us. The calendar is as follows. I might advance a little bit further, but I've been caught out before. Actually, no, I can't really do it now because I need all of my budget. What I could do in future is improve my scouts, because I've had a couple of occasions where I've been on the 1st of August and I've been told that a scout report will take 24 days. And we get to the 31st, 31 days later, and it's still not back. So I could really do with some better scouts. I've improved all of my youth scouts with the budget I had left over last season, but I didn't do my regular scouts because I ran out of money. I improved everybody's contract as well in the squad. Everybody now is on a relative Premier League contract, other than a couple of the youth players that came in that it wouldn't let me give them a contract for. So everyone's on 30, 40, 50 upwards, £1,000 a week. I'll quickly show you if I can go to the financial. I'll show you that. 85 for Uno, 83 for Sabi. Very, very competitive Premier League level wages now. So we're spending a hell of a lot of money on wages. But we earned 150 or 140 odd million from finishing 8th last year. So I'm very pleased. Delight over Lookman, I agree. I've already expressed my delight over Lookman. Another loan offer for Gray. Still no transfer bid though for Matt Penny. So I may have to use him as make weight in another deal. And like you've seen, the budget isn't massive. The budget really isn't massive. A transfer offer for Morris, which I should reject. Great, he just doesn't want to go out on loan. What I'll have to do is the little put him on the transfer, take him off the loan list, put him on the transfer list, and then he'll go technique. And then hopefully we'll be able to see him out the door. Going to continue to train the youngsters that I have, but as I mentioned, I'm not going to try and sign any more. And I really need your suggestions for left back and centre back. I can basically afford to spend about 20 million per position. So we're not going to be looking at major improvements in quality. But it's going to be an improvement on 73 and 74. So we're going to be able to sign someone that is maybe, because we paid about 20, was it 24.9 or 26.9 for Lookman, and he's 83 rated. So I could maybe sign someone in the very early 80s for about 20 million if they're the right player. So we'll wait and see what you guys come up with regards to suggestions. But I am wanting to sign in 2 positions. So do bear that in mind when making your suggestions. So we're looking to sign a left back. We're looking to sign a centre back, because at the minute I only have 3 first team centre backs. I would like a 4th. And then if we move Watmore on at any point, then Bailey will step up from the youth squad and become a rotation centre back. He's only 67 rated currently. He's 6'7" and his physicals are great, but technically he's not quite there yet, so I'm a bit hesitant to call him up. I do have other options here, but they are not even close to his level. He's only 5'11" there, Lucas Henriksen, so despite being only 1 rating behind Elliot Bailey, he's not going to be as effective in that centre back position. These 2, Will Harrison and Hugh Wilson, I'm not sure about either of them yet. Specifically Hugh Wilson, really not sure about him. Will Harrison, again, really unsure about him at this stage. But they're both 16. There's plenty of time to grow. Colin Cooper hopefully will get some consistent and considerable growth this season. 91 to 94 potential for him. But he's certainly not going to be having an impact on the starting lineup for a while. Because, of course, we have Sabi, Gerzic and Monnier. All of which are young. 20, 21 and 25 for Sabi. If we were contemplating maybe selling a player, my most valuable players are as follows. Ademola Lookman, obviously I'm not going to sell him. Tom Davies, obviously I'm not going to sell him. Morales, not going to sell him either. Ziegler's worth 18.5. Now he does have some very impressive stats, but I might consider selling him. I might, and I know that might not come as good news for some of you, because he does have great technicals. He's got 93 finishing, but his crossing's only 81. Yes, he's only 19 as well. You have to bear that in mind, because his physicals aren't great either. He has had an impact when he's played, but he's not been world beater. And if I could sell him for 30 plus, I could sign a world beater, or certainly someone of Ademola Lookman's quality on that right-hand side. So I'm torn at the minute. I really am. I'm not sure what to do. We don't have anyone that's massively expensive that would drastically improve the state of the squad as it is. So In fact, I'm going to stop before I quite get to the end of the month of July. And then we shall wait and see what you guys come up with in the comment section. A left back and a centre back. And then we shall reevaluate and see how much money we've got left after that. But please do hit me with your suggestions, and I'll get them done for the next episode. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're looking forward to Season 6. I'm really hoping... Wow, Venezuela won the Copa America. Congratulations. Bloody hell. I definitely didn't see that coming. Let's see where they finished or who was in the final with them, shall we? I'm really hoping that we can compete at the European end of the Premier League this season. They beat Mexico on penalties in the final. The US lost 2-1 to Brazil in the third place playoff. I wonder if Sabi was involved. They lost to Mexico in the semis, and Venezuela beat Brazil to get there. Venezuela also knocked out Colombia too. Brazil, Argentina, United States, Paraguay, Mexico, Uruguay. United States finished... Oh, Venezuela got through as one of the... must have been as the best third place... Mexico and Venezuela got through as best third place teams. They must have done. Quarterfinals. Mexico. Wow. Congratulations to Venezuela. Can't quite believe that. Venezuela win the Copa America. Has that ever happened before? I don't think Venezuela... I mean, I'm basing that on literally zero knowledge. I don't think Venezuela have ever won the Copa America. If I'm wrong, then correct me in the comments. But for now, that's all for this one. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm going to upload this one as the earlier video in the day so that you guys get all day to leave me your suggestions so that I can record the episode for tomorrow later on tonight when I get back from the WTF1 event. So I will see you later on this afternoon with a Achieve and Leave episode at Dortmund. But for now, that's all for this one. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.